Hello, hope all is well. And so today we're going to be looking at this rather lovely Charvel Joe Duplantier from Gojira, and it's his Charvel signature guitar, which I believe is now discontinued, seeing as he just signed with ESP. Now, I won't be playing this guitar today because it has one huge fault, which, is not visible, but you can smell. So this guitar has basically been in a room around heavy tobacco smoking, if that makes sense. So while you can't smell it, if I switch this around, you'll kind of see the neck is all open pore, as you can see here, and it's all kind of just oiled wood. So there's no lacquer or anything covering it. So essentially it's like smoke has impregnated this guitar, and it's a fairly strong tobacco smell. So basically when you're playing, your hands will smell of smoke. So let's jump on the internet for some useful tips and tricks on how I can get rid of this smell. So with Reddit, let's see what they say. So in this case, it's, owner was a chain smoker, guitar has been exposed to 20 plus years of smoke, fretboard is rosewood, concerned the stink has made a home in the pores. And this is quite a common recurrence. So in number one, it seems, start smoking, you won't be able to smell anymore. Here's quite a good one. Just a word of caution here. If you do get rid of the tobacco smell, you will not be able to play the blues. And again, the easiest way is just to start smoking. And if we go down a bit, if you smoke crack near it, then it will smell like crack. All right, I'm not sure if I can do that. And then again, there are other options. You could start smoking to mask the smell. And then here's something that comes up as well, which is like an ozone machine, which is used to take care of sort of odors. However, these are not the sort of things that you might have lying around the house, as these are sort of like professional industry working tools. So you'd need to kind of go to a special place, I think, to that. And also maybe it can mess with plastics, apparently, or we'll see about that. But that's not something I can do, unfortunately. One of these suggests like mild vinegar solution, then polish lemon oil. And this one seems quite good. Let's remove strings, get tea tree oil from an organic food store, spray bottle, mix water, 25% tea tree oil, and then spray the entire guitar with a light dusting of the tea tree oil, and then rub it down with a clean cloth. Do the same with the back and things like that. So yeah, that sounds quite good. Let's just check another forum post on this. So here on the gear page, I bought a Les Paul off Craigslist. It reeks of cheap cigarettes, kind of like it was hanging on the wall in the guy's smoke room, just a permeating stink. So much will make your hands stink and close if you play it long. It's the kind of vibe I'm getting from this guitar as well. And here it says, hang it on the wall or outside and just let it air out. Clean the insides too, as smoke will collect in there as well. And I guess I'll get to that at some point. Let it air out, basically, with dry sheets and things like that. And again, or just take up smoking, then you won't smell it. Rotten stone, I'm not sure what that thing would be. And then various suggestions about, getting rid of the smell from case, things like that, and then using baking soda. So, quick recap, the three options that we have. 1, take up smoking. 2, smoke crack next to the guitar. Or number 3, which will be tea tree oil and water mixture, and use that to spray the guitar. So surprise, surprise, I went for the third option, and it's trying out this, I don't know if you can see this here, it's tea tree oil. And as I don't have a kind of like spray that I can use to do this, I've essentially just mixed water with, I guess, around 50, 60 drops of this tea tree oil, which is 10 milliliters of that. I'm not sure how much water's in here, maybe 100 milliliters or so. So it's quite pungent, but I prefer this smell infinitely to the smell of tobacco. So we'll be putting this on the guitar using a cloth, so all over the body and the neck, and I'll be leaving it outside to kind of dry and impregnate, and then we see how far we get. So there we go. I'm gonna leave this now to air outside for a while and see how far we get. I will say what I've done so far to try and combat the smell, as it were, was to, well, first of all, clean the fretboard, lemon oil, things like that, to try and get everything cleaned up. And I've also left it outside to air over the course of the last 2 or 3 days, but that hasn't really made a big difference just yet. So I figured, let's try out this method and see if it works. So the guitar's been outside for a little while now to sort of dry off. I did wipe down the tea tree oil mixture, and this is what it looks like now on the back as well. So visually speaking, it hasn't really made much of an effect. I'm not sure if the back of the neck looks slightly lighter or not. Now, one thing's for sure, this now kind of smells like tea tree oil, which success, I guess. And now I just have to leave it outside a bit more to air out and hopefully get rid of, well, maybe not the tea tree oil smell, which I don't mind, but any lingering smoke odor that might still be in there. I guess the thing left to do is to, to take off the pick guard and sort of clean underneath and things like that, and give the pick guard maybe a wash, as it might be in the plastic as well. But as an initial and quick kind of fix, the tea tree oil with water seems to have done its job, and the tobacco smell is replaced with that of tea tree oil. Who am I kidding? So this tea tree oil water thing, it kind of worked, to be honest. So I'm definitely not getting that really strong tobacco smell that I was getting before, but I must say that I still have the impression that there's some of it that's still there. And that tobacco smell might be in within the pick guard and over here, if that makes sense. So when I take off the strings in future, that might be something that I check out, open up, and do the same kind of procedure in there to kind of help. But yeah, instead of a tobacco smell, I'm getting this tea tree oil smell, which is kind of better, I guess. But I do feel that that tobacco smell is still kind of in there somewhere. So the next step, I think, is really to now really let the guitar air out, as it were. So combined with the tea tree oil, I'm going to be leaving it outside a lot more often now, especially on sunny days, and just let sort of Mother Nature do its thing. And otherwise, yes, it can still play the blues for now, at least my attempt at it. In any case, I hope you got something out of this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thanks.